What up, my devil? Sensei-tutum here with a Cardano look for you. Cardano versus Bitcoin. No EOS this week. Not going to do EOS as regularly. Want to give you guys a perspective of the rest of the market. Let me know in the comments how you feel about that. Do you want your EOS every week, or is that okay for you? Anyway, diving right in. This is the last Cardano to Bitcoin chart that I've shared, and I still had it correcting against Bitcoin. Like a lot of alts, I still have correcting versus Bitcoin. Litecoin, I believe, I can't remember. I think I had Litecoin finished actually against Bitcoin. EOS was finished, as you guys know, on a larger degree, with a larger degree retracement up. So that makes sense that it's done so well. And then ETH, I still have correcting against Bitcoin as well. Not sure if I've shared that on the old public YouTube and Twitter yet, but we'll get there maybe Friday, potentially. But this one we had still correcting. This is the last chart. Let's see how I did. We had a larger degree wave 4 here to finish a fifth, to finish the correction down. Looks like I undershot because I'm a scrub, but we did get pretty deep here for a 4. We got to the 50, like right to the tick to the 50, however. But when you look at a wave 4 and ideal retracements, you're looking at 4 of 1 lesser degree. And if it goes beyond that, 4 of the lesser degree past, and if it goes beyond that, you're looking for 4 of even 1 lesser degree, like here. So I mean, it's deep though. I mean, as far as these 4s are concerned. So is it still a 4? That's debatable actually. So one potential change could be, let's get rid of this. You know, I don't like putting these boxes on there. Do it for you guys though. Don't need this fib, don't need this fib. I would say we clearly do have an ABC to here. We can move that forward for now. Might change that. ABC. So what might change this? What would change it is, I would say, is this an impulse, or do we call this a 3-wave? Let's take a look. I know I have it as an impulse in this count. I'm not that inclined to change it. Could call that an A, B, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I mean, you can make a case for that being a W, a zigzag here, being an A, B, C. What's the relationship? I know it's long, but not quite 1618. So yeah, I mean, however you want to call it. 6 and 1/2 dozen the other. Well, for the sake of argument, we'll change this. So let's call this an A, B, C. And we'll go up a degree here, just go big. We can get rid of some stuff we don't need right now. We'll hide this. Let's see. Keep that stuff. So A, B, C to here. And then, so we're looking at this now. We're going to look at a triple zigzag. W, X, Y, X, Z. Now, that might fit better because this, and we'll go up. So this 4-4 relative to this 1-2 is just so big. I mean, it fits for this length of a 3 for sure, and the Fibonacci fits for that, but it's just so big for the wave 2. So, you know, whether this is still a 4 or an X, you know, like I say, 6 and 1/2 does another. Where's it going to matter? It's going to matter on the hard right edge. So, you know, it looks like we had not put a great count on this anyway, so previous. So I'm happy to A, B, C. call that WXY. This is a 3-wave down. No two ways about that. So yeah, I'm happy with this. What does that mean now? So we've come up to this 50 as, you know, which is also, but that would not be your pull now. This would be your pull. You would pull from the X high. Get these fibs right on here. Pull from X high. We don't even get 382. So, you know, fib wise, it works better. It does work better as a 4 of that degree fib wise. But, you know, time wise, it just works better as an X. So it could be either one. You know, it's just throwing a channel on there. It's so big relative to this. I think that it is. I think that this is correcting all of this. That's just look wise. It just doesn't it feel like this would be correcting this as opposed to part of this. So yeah, I'm gonna switch over to this WXY count, WXYXZ, for a primary. None of this has to change other than this is A, B, C now. So let's go ahead and we can throw that on there. And we'll leave the old count side by side. Oops, making a triangle or something. A, B, C. Bring this down to subminuet. We'll throw a darker yellow on there. So W, X, Y, A, B, C, X, and then we're looking at another zigzag here. So in that case, just again, now this also fits better because if this is the 4 count, then this would have to be like a 1, 2, 3, putting in a 4, and then this 4 is huge relative to this 2, same as here, which fractal of nature things could be the way. And what is the big difference going to be between these 2 counts? Well, if this is a 5th wave, it's going to, you know, what are the likely relationships for a 5th? 1 to 1 to 1, or like 6, 1, 8, 0 through 3. So, but what's the likely relationship for a C wave? If this is an A, B, C, 1 to 1, way down here to 140, 150 sats, or give or take, between, you know, 534. So big difference here. It is actually very relevant which count you want to go with, and you know, 277% off the low difference. You know, or if you're holding, you're gonna lose 73% more. So it's actually a huge difference here, and to be honest, I'll let you make the determination which one of these counts you like best, because they're, you know, I'm looking at this live with you guys, doing this live analysis. I haven't, you know, really looked at this previous. But I to be honest, fractal of nature of things, 1, 2, small 2 relative to giant 4 could make sense. Small 2 relative to giant 4. But I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say that that's a B. I think that that's a B. So that's where I'm at. That this will be an A, B, C, and this is your high probability relationship. Of course, you can still, what's your next high probability relationship for a C after 1 to 1? 6, 1, 8, right? So we'll just throw that on here. And this is also a larger degree macro relationship that we're looking at here. That would have been for this wave. So we don't need that necessarily here. Let's look at it for this wave. So take our Y, if we're switching counts here. So that 618 would be, and this is less than 618 here. So let's actually redraw that. It's here still. Okay, so this Y did not make 618 this X or W. So, and this actually lines up exactly with that. So, which one will it be? We'll just have to wait and see. But, you know, 1 to 1 is your high probability. these are your two targets. This is target 1, this is target 2. You know, you can watch your oscillators for your oversold. Right now we're actually very overbought, even against Bitcoin without much movement to the upside. Let's see what we think we've got down in here. Probably an impulse off this. Sorry guys, thinking as I do this. Let's see what we got here. All right, so 786. Oftentimes, successive waves will be 786 retrace of the previous wave. So if this is an A, B, C, you might expect this to be 786 of this B. If this is a triangle, I'm just considering a triangle possibility here. But we've already gotten a little bit to and through that. A, B, 886. Throw that on there. Not quite there yet. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that this is potentially, we got impulse here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just go ahead and throw that on there. And then what we have here is an ABC down. This is A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, C. We have overlapping here. This is shorter than this. It's 5 shorter than 3. Yes, it is. So I would say this is a diagonal. Barely contracting with the wicks. Of course, this is versus Bitcoin, so you know how that goes. These alts versus Bitcoin. So then you have smaller degree, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn this to micro. We change the color. Okay, so ABC, ending diagonal. What do? Quickly retrace the length of diagonal. I like that. ABC, X, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, so WX, ABC to be put in here. 5 up, 3, 3, 5 down. Is this? Let's get down to the 1 hour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, this is definitely seems impulsive there. Yeah, that's an impulse. So this is, if we're looking for a 3, 3, 5 for a B and then an A out of that, we can't break. Oh yeah, we can. We can make a note. Oh, I'm sorry. Thinking on the fly, guys. Recording a video and thinking is harder than you think. So we can create a new B high relative to this A. Not a problem. A, B, C down. So we are then looking at, without getting too nitty gritty in here, A, B, C. These are going to be sub-micro. I'll change that to white as well. Looking at clear 5-wave here. You know, of course, something could get extended in there, but probably something like this. And then that will put us right around nice flat area, a little less than 236. Should it play out the high probability of, you know, B being 2.36 times the length of A, B, C, and then one from there, we'll expect a nice little down trace. Call it potentially, since we're, you know, gonna far exceed the origin of the A, we'll call it an expanded flat. Which we cannot do actually, because that will come down to here. So we'll look for the 1-to-1 instead, because it, you know, if this is a zigzag A, and then you're putting in a B, which would be a 3-3-5 giant B, and then a C up to correct all of this. Yeah, you can't break this A low. So we will then project length of A projected from the end of B to 1-to-1 into that neighborhood right there. And this will come into like a high resistance area as well. And then out of that, we'll go up to a 1-to-1 the A. So get rid of this. Get rid of this, clean up for you. So this would be a WX Y to here. Take it to the micro level. And then we'll look for a 5-wave down to here. And that'll be your A, B, C. And then we'll look for a 5-wave up here to finish. And let's see what that will be. Let's go back up to our 4-hour. Relative to retracing all of this, it'll be less than the 50. Dead money on the 382. And then you look for your 1-to-1 out of that. So off this right here. So, and then of course 1-to-1 is the highest probability. Next highest probability is here, which is a big difference as far as percentage against the Bitcoin here. So obviously, if you're a bull, you're gonna hope for this. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So this will end up being an A, B, C. So we're changing the count a little bit. You know, changing the count significantly. And it actually has a you know, not much of an outcome, obviously, because, you know, in crypto, we get extended fifths all the time. If we're calling this 1, 2, 3, 4, an extended fifth is going to go to here. You know, high probability to go to here. If it's a zigzag, you know, high probability goes to here. Next highest probability is here. So really, no matter what the count, these are your targets. You know, pick the count you like, roll with it. Doesn't bother me any. So, you know, obviously you're going to be looking for 5 waves off of this with either count as well. So impulse down once you get completion of count in here. And of course, B's, just like 4s, are always freaking messy. So I'd, you know, expect no less than what we're getting in here. I would say that this, you know, immediate trading, this 5 wave seems done. We're going to retrace down against Bitcoin. This 200 moving average comes into play. Obviously, this is the 50% retracement. Yeah, so consider all that. And obviously, if we do get, you know, a 50% pullback from here, then we're looking at an algo, short algo in play, which would be down here probably. Let's actually throw that on. look at that right here with the 618 0 through 3, or A to C. Let's see if we have any other large degree algos in play. So get rid of that for now. Let's see. Okay, looks like we definitely could potentially have one here. Yep, look at that reaction on the 618, reaction at the 50. I know we had one in here that met all 3 targets. Reaction. Looks like they're front running. See, draw this perfectly. Reaction. Not reaction, that front run. And then missed it here, but to the tick. Reaction hard right at that. So then you would pull your next one from this swing for this algo, which has shown market reaction, especially here and here, most obviously. You have some reaction at this level, but it looks like it could have front run, or maybe this wasn't even a target for that algo. But you would pull then off this high to this low. So, this gives you a little bit more credence for going down to here before seeing this kind of reaction that you saw here. So yeah, boys, this is where we're at with Cardano. I think that it's definitely still correcting against Bitcoin. That's the important thing to take away from this. And after on the smallest degree, we should correct and then have some more upside before significant down. So yeah, I hope you guys like this. Again, let me know if you're super sad that sorry, I have had that up the whole video, haven't I? Sorry. Anyway, let me know if you're super sad I'm not doing EOS every Wednesday, and or if you're happy to see some other coins. All right, guys, Toot signing out.